I'm Amber Davies and welcome to Call to Stage. This is the space where musical theatre takes centre stage. From unforgettable backstage stories with incredible special guests to insights from my life and my theatre journey. We're leaving it all on the mic every single week, so let's jump in. Hi guys, welcome back to Call to Stage with me, Amber Davies. I have a Merseyside superstar sitting next to me. It's the incredible Ava Brennan.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Guys, I'm not joking. When Ava opened her mouth, I was like, your accent is still so thick. And it's genuinely my favourite accent of all time.
Is it? Oh, God. I don't know. I've heard people with thicker accents than
Yours
mine.
is thick, you know.
Is it? Is it, girl?
It is. When did you move to London?
A long time ago now. I actually left Liverpool when I was 18.
Okay.
Went and worked in Germany for a long time, and then when I was 24 moved to London.
But I just can't get over how prominent it is. I
Yeah.
love it.
I think it's just like family and it just stays.
And you know when
we're
you
talking
call
to-
family, does it get thicker?
It gets thicker if I'm upset.
Drunk.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, I think just when I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just comes out.
So you grew up in Merseyside until
Yeah.
you were 18.
Yeah.
And I was trying to dig where you trained.
I didn't.
You
really.
didn't?
No.
I thought so. I
No.
thought she must have not trained. I was digging.
Yeah.
So how did you get into...
I just did an open audition. Yeah, in was it in Pineapple? And it's for Aida the musical. And it was.
Yes,
I didn't
that
know it was going to be a German tour,
Mm-hmm.
and I got it. Yeah, but I just went to theatre school before that.
Did you love singing and dancing? Where did you discover
I did. Yeah, I used to be a freestyle disco dancer.
one of those?
Yeah, high energy, like full on competitive, like insane. But I started that at 2.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was one of those just dance kids who was just always on the weekends.
Yeah.
I was at dance school, classes constantly. It was just my hobby and turned into profession.
I love that you thought, I'm
Yeah.
going to go to London and I'm going to do an open audition.
Yeah, it was my mom. My mom was like, she wasn't a pushy mom, but she was like, no, this is...
Go get your dreams.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, and we were like, there wasn't like, we could afford a train ticket, but because we were going up and down so much,
Yeah.
it was like the coach.
So you'd go on the coach,
We'd
up
go on
and
the
down.
coach, up and down, like staying in cheap hotels, auditioning.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
actually went to an audition one time. It was in the stage paper. And my mum didn't realise. I was 13 at the time. And I turned up and it was adults. And my mum was like, oh, we just didn't realise. And they let me audition.
Did they?
They let me audition. It was girls in like leggy, tights, like leotard heels. And I was my 13-year-old self. Like, I was quite proud. I kept up with them. And I did
Did
the routine.
ya?
And they sent me a letter afterwards. So my mum kept it.
How
So they
gorgeous
were really
is
impressed.
that?
Yeah, but that was my life, like as a teenager, just up and down,
Up and down.
and then auditioned and got it.
Do you
yeah.
remember what first ever musical you saw?
I think it was Starlight Express
Right.
in London. Yeah, my mum and dad took me.
That'll
me and
do
my
it.
sister. Yeah,
That'll
and
do it.
Rusty. I just remember Rusty, and I was just like, oh my God, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a different life, isn't it?
it is a different life.
I think
yeah.
you either have a pull to it, you either know for sure.
Yeah,
It's like there's like no other option.
I
Do you know
know,
what I mean? Like you
exactly.
can feel it in your core,
Yeah.
can't you?
that's it. It's just like this is what I do
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. So basically, do you feel like you've done all of your training
the job.
working? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is probably the best type of training you could get, really.
Yeah, I think I didn't realise it, but I think so. Yeah,
Mm.
just I've met amazing people and learnt along the way, and I feel like it's done me good.
Because I saw on one of your Instagram posts, I went digging, and 20 years you've been in this industry.
Yeah, I started at 18, and I've just turned 39 now, but yeah.
Like
a long
over
time.
2 decades.
Yeah, it's been a long time, and
And you still love it just as much now.
I do. Probably more.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
you care more.
Yeah, I care more, and also, when you have a lot going on in your life, work is your escape sometimes, so you just love it a bit more.
Leave it at stage door and you
That's
can
it.
just be somebody else for 2 hours.
Oh, bliss.
I know, it's like therapy. It's like
It is.
literally like therapy.
It really is, yeah.
Have you got any, like throughout your years, have you ever had any quirky pre-show rituals before going on?
Never.
Never.
Not one. No. I'm the worst. Sometimes getting ready at the 5.
I love that.
Do you know what I mean? And I just I love socialising backstage, so it's just, that's what I do. Chat, being in with the girls, laughing and giggling, rushing to get ready. Might sound unprofessional, but as long as you turn it on when you get on stage, it's fine.
Everybody has their different prep. Do you know what I mean? Like for me, in between shows, I'll always nap, and I will literally wake up when they say this is your half-hour call, and I'm thinking, am I unprofessional? Is that unprofessional?
Well, if it's what you need. Everyone's so different. Everyone warms up differently and all of that. Yeah, but I just love a good chat and a gab and catch up and
talk about things that aren't to do with the show.
Never. I love that. Yeah. I don't want to talk about the show.
I know.
We live that. We do that on stage. Yeah. Backstage, we're just us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that so much. So you're currently Nancy in Oliver.
Yeah.
And you were alt.
Yeah.
And then you took over.
I did. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Was very unexpected.
Really?
Yeah. Very unexpected.
Did you just get the call?
Yeah. Well, so I'd left Hamilton.
Yeah. Well, oh my God! By the way, we have to talk about Hamilton. Like, I'm gonna keep a good 10 minutes for Hamilton because it's my favourite show ever.
Oh, brilliant! Okay, so I just left that. I was pregnant with my daughter, and I'd gone until I was 7 months. I was so proud of myself. Had the best time doing that show pregnant. Actually, it was great.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I'd maternity, had my daughter, and she was just about to turn 1. But a couple of months before, my agent was like, "Oh, you've been like flagged to see what you're doing for the next couple of months by Cameron's and stuff." And I was like, "Okay, I'm kind of free-ish, yeah."
I mean, I've just popped out a child, but yeah,
it's fine. And I didn't know what it would be for.
Right.
And then I got a call saying, "Would you come in and audition for Nancy? They need an alternate at the minute." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, fine. What would be the job?"
Yeah.
2 days, be at home the rest of the time.
Just had a baby.
Amazing, yeah.
God, I mean, that is stars falling in line 2 days a week.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is amazing. But, as, things unfolded and, things happened, and I ended up taking over. And
it's a nice, easy way to get back in.
Great.
Do you know what I mean?
It wasn't just like 8 shows that we can get back into. Boom. That would have destroyed me.
Boom. Like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always think your stars fall in line. Like, it's always meant to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's always meant to happen the way it's meant to happen.
I couldn't audition for Nancy when the first auditions came out, and it was for Chichester because I was pregnant. So I was like, oh, that would have been lovely, but it's not going to happen. So I think,
and Nancy is just like, it's one of those roles I think any woman in this industry would love to tick off.
I love her. Yeah, I honestly love doing it every night and finding new things, and the cast are just a dream, and Simon Lipkin and Aaron Sidwell we are a good team, a fantastic team. So
I think you can see, you love each other so much, even just from social media.
We're mates, just we chill backstage and we just catch up on life, and
and like Simon doesn't take himself too seriously, does he? He's a right corker.
We're very similar banter.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we have a good relationship on stage as well. Because off stage we trust each other.
Yes, I like that. And I haven't, this is so bad of me, I haven't been to see the show yet because I was working.
Yeah.
When it
Girl,
was
you're
on.
working.
Yeah, right.
You are working at the minute.
I have heard it is unbelievable.
It is. Yeah, it really is.
And the kids.
Kids are fantastic. There's always three teams of kids, and they're just proper kids.
I love that. And you see that.
Yeah.
On stage.
Yeah, you really do.
I just went to see The Sound of Music at the Curve.
Yeah.
And the little Gretel stole the show.
Oh, really?
For me. I think she was like Team B, and she was this little corker, and they did this dance break, right? Yeah. She was fierce.
Oh my God.
She would hit everything. She's tiny.
You just can't take your eyes off them when they're on stage. Like, that's a star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star.
And they don't even know it. They're just being themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. They have no idea the scope of what they're doing right now.
No, not at all.
Isn't it gorgeous?
I know. And
like, oh gosh, have you only got one child now?
Got two.
Yeah. How old's your second?
So my son is 13 and my daughter's 20, coming up to 22 months almost, yeah.
Wait, so when was the other baby?
So when I told you the story about Hamilton, that was her, 21 months. Yeah. And my son I had, when I was doing Lion King.
So there's a big gap.
Big gap. Yeah.
Do they love that?
Yeah, I love that. I'm like,
I love that.
He can help. their bond is really, really sweet, and I love that. I didn't know what to expect. I was like, oh God, that's a big gap. Are they going to be close? Or
Yeah.
But it's lovely.
And you know what? It's really, I'd love to talk to you about this, mostly off camera, because I mean, like, this isn't a therapy session for me. But like, it's always difficult for women in this industry because I think, like, when am I going to have kids?
Well, yeah, that's the
like,
thing.
what, like,
when do you take time off and think, oh, there's a job coming up and I'd really like to go for that? And
did you ever have a thought of, if I stop, I'll never get back in?
No.
You thought?
Because I think that's the problem, I think, for women to go, oh God, how is it going to be? I think you just have to do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, because we're all so talented and the jobs are always going to be there. So you have to take that step and just be brave and be like, I'm doing this for me, and it'll still be there when I'm ready to come back to it.
Yeah. I can't believe you did Angelica until you were 7 months pregnant.
Yeah.
That's delusional.
Yeah, I've got pictures of it in my dressing room, like.
That is incredible, and to Lulu all at the same time, because that is a hard track.
It is. It really is.
Especially when you're growing a human.
I know. And she used to dance at like certain parts of the show as well. No! Yeah, she'd be more active at certain parts, and I'd just be on stage and I'd be like, oh.
There she goes. Our little star.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it then. Angelica, Hamilton, West End.
Yes.
Audition process. Did you audition once and get the gig, or?
I auditioned when it originally came and didn't get it. The beautiful Rachel John got it, and she was beautiful, amazing. So lockdown happened.
Right.
And I was asked to audition for it after lockdown.
Okay.
And they were like, you know what, this is going to be a maternity cover. Would you come in? Alice and Ava Brown was going to have a daughter. And I got it. And I didn't know how long the contract was going to be, because when Alison was ready to come back, she would come back. But lucky for me, I got to do a full year.
Yeah.
And it was just an amazing experience. Amazing experience. I loved it. Lin-Manuel Miranda came, met him. He's just an amazing human being, very generous with his time. And
is he?
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is.
Is he? Because I asked him for a selfie once and he said no.
He never did. Oh, you're joking?
I'm so glad I've been able to bring that story back out. The listeners know about that story.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Oh,
but it's still my favourite musical ever. That's how much nice. I love it.
Yeah. And I loved it so much. I went back and did it for a second year after a little bit of a break.
Love that.
Yeah.
And it's just, I can't imagine singing that material every night. Like, I bet it never gets boring.
It doesn't, and it really is a test for the brain.
Babe.
Honestly.
Pregnancy brain
as well. I know. Yeah.
You're a superwoman.
Oh, bless you. Thanks for that.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, definitely.
So who was in your who from the cast would I know that you did it with?
First cast was that I did it with was Carl Queensborough, Simon Anthony Roden, Jay Perry. Oh gosh, there's loads of people. My sisters were Sharon Rose.
Yeah.
God, there's just so many. There's so many. The second time round, my sisters were Simbi and Shanako. Honestly, and we've got a lovely sisterhood. We're friends now.
Is Shan going to Broadway?
She didn't. No,
Shan.
She didn't, but she should.
Or is she moving to America or something?
She's in LA. She married.
She's in LA.
Her
that was it.
From there. Now she lives there.
Get it, girl.
Yeah, come
on.
Get
it, queen.
She's amazing.
Yeah, and she's soft, isn't she?
She's
soft soul.
She's like sunshine. Yeah, I love her so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a great experience both times. I think second time round, just because I was so much more comfortable with it and being in that building as well, I had an even better time the second time round.
Could do it as a different version of you.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
One role, two different versions.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm kind of like working back a little bit.
Absolutely.
Fantine.
Yes, so that was in between. So I'd done Hamilton, and then I was like, guys, and I don't want to stay. I'm not going to stay. I want to try and explore and do other things. Yeah. And then Les Mis came up, and I was just like, I had previously auditioned for it before, and from the audition, I was like, I'm not sure if this is for me. I don't really know.
And did you go in for Fantine?
Yeah. Yeah. And so when they asked me to come in again, I was like, my agent was like, go in, it's fantastic. So yeah, okay, I'll go in again. And it worked out this time. And my final audition was on the stage with Cameron, and he put me through the ringer.
Did he?
Yes. I was in tears. It lasted, I think I was in there for like 45 minutes to an hour maybe. But it was probably one of the best auditions I've done because he just pulled so much out of me, and I explored a lot of things, and I came out of it exhausted. And then you've done it.
You've worked hard.
Yeah, exactly. Same with Nancy, to be honest, the same thing happened. But yeah, and I did it for 6 months, and it's a great experience, and the cast were
dreamy.
Yeah, John Robbins and David Baxter and Thaco, and
what
it
good
was
cast.
just Natty as well. Like, just everybody was just wonderful.
Wow.
Wonderful experience.
That's another show as well. I feel like you can go and watch and never gets old.
Yes, and sometimes it can be not for everybody because it's a long, it's a certain type of musical as well. But I absolutely just adore it.
Oh, they just did a performance, didn't they? What was it bloody called?
Oh, the 40th anniversary performance it is?
It was on Royal Variety.
So it was the 40th anniversary, and there was like about 400 people there performing it.
I know, and the Amdram people, I was sobbing.
The French cast as well.
I've got goosebumps.
Yeah.
I just thought, wow, what an epic performance.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's an epic show.
It is
and
an
it
epic
deserves
show.
that spotlight on it.
My sister's actually on the world tour.
Is she?
Yeah, she's first cover Fantine at the minute.
Is she?
She's living her best life.
Oh my God, amazing. And to travel the world with that show.
Yeah, I know.
Amazing.
Literally incredible.
Yeah.
Nala
Yeah.
in The Lion King.
Yeah.
Was that, because Aida was your professional debut in Germany.
Yes.
Was Nala your West End debut?
Yes. Yeah, how old was I? 24. Yeah, I was 24.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'd done the show in Hamburg in Germany, and they were like, do you want to come over and do it in London? And I was like, I can go home. Yeah, so that was the start of it.
Did you work a lot in Germany then for the first part of your career?
6 years.
6 years in Germany?
Yeah, I did.
So are you fluent German now?
No. I mean, I can understand a conversation, and I can ask where something is, and order something, but no.
I know, ich liebe dich.
Oh, I love you. Very sweet.
Ich liebe dich.
I thought you were going to say something naughty then.
I know. I did that Aida cruises.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I did one.
Yeah.
I saw the world.
I'd love to do a cruise,
Babe, I'm telling you now. You can do... Rachel Tucker does it. You go on for a week.
Really?
Yeah, you do. You put your own set together, set list together.
Yes.
See a bit of the country.
Yeah.
Fly home.
And fly home again. Dream.
Do that in between gigs.
Oh God, yeah. Dreamy.
Dreamy.
I know.
As long as you're not putting me on a cruise where I'm going to a cold place, I'm not arsed.
No, exactly.
Send me to the Caribbean, please.
Yeah.
Lion King was actually my first ever musical I ever saw.
Oh really?
Yeah,
oh my God, what a first one to see.
Mm.
Seeing the animals come down. I know.
Do you ever think Lion King will ever close?
I don't see a world in it closing. No. I don't. It's just something that everyone wants to see.
It's like a tree.
Oh, that's a love. Oh,
it just. Do you know what I mean?
That's a lovely way to think of it, though. Like it's so
deep rooted in London's vibe now. I couldn't imagine a world without Lion King.
Yeah, I love that.
I know. Have you seen Mufasa?
What
the film?
No, I haven't. I saw the second, the version of Lion King, that had Beyonce voice and all that, but I didn't see Mufasa.
You have to watch Mufasa.
Really?
You can watch it now on Disney Plus.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'll watch it.
Oh my gosh.
Watch it with my daughter.
You'll be sobbing.
Done.
You'll be absolutely sobbing. I mean, you've done so many other things. Secret Life of the Bees at the Almeida. That's a brand new That was a brand new musical.
It was. So I did 6 months on Les Mis, and then I went and did the Almeida before going back to Hamilton again. And first time I'd done the Almeida, it was a beautiful story to tell. Yeah, and I had to learn the cello for that because my character. Have you seen the movie?
No.
Alicia Keys plays the role, June, that I played, and she plays the cello in it. So in the story, obviously, so I had to get a few lessons because I had to mimic that, and I had to learn a few chords and notes or whatever they're called. Yeah. It was amazing. Yeah, and I fooled quite a few people.
Did you?
Because they were like, "You play cello, right?" I was like, "No."
I only know that little section.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was great. Yeah, I had so much fun.
Dynamite and Hairspray.
Oh yeah, this was Germany. So
Yeah, okay.
I did Aida
Tina.
Odyssey. Tina was here.
Tina was here.
Tina was here. Girl, Tina was here. I know. And that was just before lockdown. Yeah. I had my last show on the Saturday and then it went dark on the Monday. Yeah. No payout for me. Sorry. Damn. Yeah. But
so what did you do in Germany then? Hairspray?
Hairspray. I did like
Miami Nights.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I've really deep dived.
So the movie Strictly Ballroom.
Yeah.
That Miami Nights was based on that movie, the Australian movie, Strictly Ballroom. It was just very kitsch and very fun. And I did, Hairspray, which was great. But Hairspray and another show called The Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, got that.
Which was, it was fantastic.
But
it was at a Staats Opera House. So it's like you do about 4 shows a month. So most of the time I would
Sign me
I know,
up.
Fantastic. So then I would do Miami Nights, for example, and I'd still be doing Hairspray.
Oh, okay.
So I would travel up on the train to Switzerland, do the show for like 2 nights or 1 night or whatever, and then go back on the train. And I just work out my holidays and do it on my holidays.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of doubling up in a sense.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I was grafting, girl. I was just like, let me just try and do as much as I can.
It. That is the Merseyside, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It is.
I think so.
That northern lass.
Yeah, just this. Come on, let's have it and
let's have it.
I can do it now, and I'm young, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it so much. So.
And you're a mama. You're inspiring to me.
You. Oh, that's really sweet.
I know.
Thank you.
Because I look at working mums in the industry and I just think, I look at you, Rachel Tucker, Samantha Box.
Oh.
It is possible.
It really is possible. If you've got a good network around you, you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can absolutely do it. And
what about the sleep deprivation and on the however many shows a week?
Yeah, I feel like as women, a lot of us, it's the unknown, isn't it? So you're just like, oh, how am I going to manage that? You'd be so surprised that when you're in something, how much you just cope with it. You're like, no, I've got to get this done so I can do it. So you've had 4 hours sleep, but you know what? I can do it. Yeah, I'll have my naps in between shows.
Yeah. You find a way.
You find a way.
And at the end of the day, it's musical theatre.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
We have to talk about season 2, Top Boy. V.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. Can we watch it all online now?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, so we can binge?
Oh, you can binge it. Yeah, of course.
Fantastic.
I'm in 5 episodes of 8. It's
wow.
So yeah, there's obviously this Top Boy Summer House, which was done on Channel 4.
Yeah.
And then Drake kind of came on board, and
which Drake?
Drake.
Drake.
Yeah.
Well, like Champagne Pappy.
Yeah.
Drake.
He loved Top Boy. And he loved the Summer House version. Was like, right, I wanna get involved, and that's when it got brought to Netflix. So on Netflix, you've got seasons 1, 2, and 3, and I'm in 2. And yeah, that's how it kind of took off from there. Yeah, so the storyline was me and my brother. It was played by Howard Charles, incredible actor, amazing. And we are from Liverpool, and one of the characters, who's played by Saffron Hocking, she has made her way to Liverpool, and he's gotten her pregnant, and we keep her living with us now. Okay. Because we're a bit nuts. We're not the nicest people.
Okay.
And we're gun dealers as well. So, that whole storyline, and she kind of runs away from us, and we go after her.
Because I know that you've done television, but you've never.
Yeah.
When did you think, actually, I want to try the good stuff?
I always had thought, when I love storytelling.
Yeah.
And I love TV and I love movies. I try and watch as much as I can. And I'd always thought to myself when I was younger, I'm going to do that. And it was without question, I'm going to do that. Just musical theatre was a natural progression because of where I'd come from and my hobbies and stuff. So I just kind of started auditioning, and my agent was like, put me up for all of these things. And the Top Boy audition was a natural fit because of who she was and the age that she was. And it was a very quick process.
Was it?
Yeah, it was very quick, the way I got it. And
So
things
how was the audition? What was the audition process for that?
I sent a tape in, reading with my mum, because I was at my mum's at the time. I was like, Mum, come on, get this. You know, parents are like with
Yeah.
taping. We've all been there. I had no lighting with me or nothing. It was just propped it up on like a stool and some, books or whatever. It was a nightmare. But did it. And my agent was like, okay, Des Hamilton wants to read with you over Zoom. Read with him in my mum's back kitchen. And 2 days later, I'd gotten it. Yeah. And then about a month or so later, I was down there and I was meeting Howard, and we had a little chemistry, kind of just a chat really, and we got on like a house on fire. And
is it really intense? Like, what is it like? Like TV to theatre? It's a different world.
It's different.
Isn't it?
It's so different. There's no kind of camaraderie backstage or anything. Everyone's films at different times, and
there's no applause at the end of a scene.
No, nothing, and everything. You repeat a lot of stuff, so it's a new challenge to find that same feeling out of context. And
to have a camera there.
Yeah.
Is that
it's nerve-wracking. Oh my God, yeah. It's like you think of so many things rather than just being in it, but it's just a great test for yourself too.
Is it?
Yeah, it's great.
And do you want to do more?
Yeah, love to. And it's more family friendly for me.
Yeah.
Not filming on weekends most of the time, and you just know exactly when you're going to be shooting. It's most of the time early mornings, and it lasts for a set period of time, like 5 weeks or 2 months or whatever, and then you're going to be done after that.
Yeah.
So
was it about 5 weeks?
I did 5 weeks. Yeah.
God, that's quick. That quick turnaround.
It was quick turnaround. Yeah.
But like daily.
Yeah. We maybe about 4 days a week most of the time. It was spread out a little bit, and then sometimes it was quite intense.
I just think, knowing me, I'd book a TV job and my skin would get really bad. When do you think about those things?
Yeah, but no,
it's life.
Right.
It's
human.
It's
life, exactly.
You're a human.
Exactly. Yeah, it's okay.
And then you filmed films like Beauty and the Beast, Mamma Mia.
Yeah, I did. And Rocketman as well. I did.
Yeah.
I was a dancer on those films, and that was fun. That was a lot of fun because you're with other dancers as well.
The whole industry.
So much fun. Yeah. Rocketman in particular, because I'd spent a lot of time on that. Oh my God, it was unbelievable.
Was it?
Amazing. And Dexter Fletcher, who was the director, he just mucked in with all of us, and every time we had breaks we'd have music on and he'd be dancing with us, and it was just so much fun.
How long is that to film?
That was quite a long one.
Was it?
Because I was in 3 dance numbers, and there was way more dance numbers. There was other dancers in, so much more of it. But there was a lot of hard work put in, and I think it really it did shine through in the film. It was just so good.
I feel like these adaptations of musicals going into film.
Yeah.
Like, they're massive, aren't they now?
Yeah, huge.
And you did the OGs. Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast was the first one.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just so much fun. This is the costumes and
I know.
everything.
And like the surge of it is back now.
Yeah. Thank God. It's great for us.
If you could do another version of one of these, Wicked, Beauty and the Beast, what would you choose?
Oh gosh.
What could we do?
Oh my God.
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
It's so hard. There's so much to choose from. It'd be something that was like in the 1950s, and I don't know, like Singing in the Rain or something. I don't know, something really classic and beautiful. I would love to redo that. But because they're so good, you don't want to touch them.
I know.
Yeah.
I beg that there's a Legally Blonde musical film. Because the numbers are too good. They're wasted on the stage.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's get them on a bigger platform.
Listen, you need to start it.
I'm going to start the rally.
Start it.
But I just think, what musical would be epic? Legally Blonde. Of course
Legally Blonde would be epic. It'd be so good.
It would be epic.
Yeah.
You didn't do the Les Mis film, did you?
I didn't. No. I was quite young then, I think, when that came out. But Sandbox. Oh my God.
I know.
I was just like, oh my God, you're waste. I'm jealous.
I know. That was the first thing I thought.
Yeah, she just looked fantastic.
Where is her waist?
Yeah. But a lot of the people the cast members from town,
they did it.
They did it.
And I love that they did that.
Yeah, that's just Cameron though. He's such a loyal kind of guy that he's just like, right.
If anybody's worked on
journey.
it, you're coming in.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. amazing.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for
You've
having
been
me.
amazing. I'm going to be asking Ava some of your questions for our Patreon, so stay tuned.